by Patrick Mahomes on a slant.
Watson, a magician.
Patrick Mahomes with Mahomes magic.
He's a winner. He's a ball player, leader. Make a lot of great plays outside the pocket, a lot of plays inside the pocket.
He's a great player. He's been a great player for a long time, had success at every level he's played at.
Few quarterbacks have started their careers better than the two meeting at Arrowhead on Sunday. Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson each rank in the top 5 for most passing touchdowns through a player's first 30 games, and neither of them has even played 30 yet. Watson at 28, Mahomes is only at 22. So this huge matchup deserves our Sunday showcase. We'll break it down by position as we do it in sort of a take-your-pick style. Remember, this is not about a career. It's just about this game. But it is kind of cool that it's the first time these two quarterbacks are going head-to-head. So let's start with, Damian, the quarterbacks. Who are you going to take here?
You made a key point. Not career, but just this game. I'm going to go with Deshaun Watson. I'm going to go with Deshaun Watson. I think when you look at the Kansas City Chiefs, they're beat up on the offensive line. We saw that Patrick Mahomes a little hobble with the lower leg injury. Deshaun Watson has DeAndre Hopkins, Will Fuller. So I think his weapons gives him a little bit of an edge in this one.
Oh, man, that's crazy. It's crazy to think that that Patrick Mahomes even has any kind of competition. A note on Patrick Mahomes. Full participant in practice both Wednesday and Thursday because of that ankle injury suffered last Sunday, I should say. If for some reason he is unable to go on Sunday, I am willing to donate my ankle to Patrick so that he can play in this game. But there is no real threat of him missing the game on Sunday.
Re-aggravated last week, and this is something that's been since week 1, and you can pretty much count on to being there the rest of the season. But
and teams are going to have to try to apply pressure. I know. He still finds a way to do some. Magician was the word they used earlier. These guys are Houdini and some other David Copperfield or something.
Yeah.
Adam, what do you make of the two magicians facing each other?
Listen, these are two great quarterbacks here. And, again, we're talking about the fact that this could be a future Brady-Manning-like matchup, and I don't doubt that could be the case. It's a situation where these are probably the two best quarterbacks in the league. Deshaun Watson is great. Patrick Mahomes is that much greater in my mind. And these are two quarterbacks that are going to dominate the league for an awfully long time, Susie, much like Brady and Manning. So it would be no surprise if these two quarterbacks had that kind of run.
And Field, what about their pass-catching weapons?
Again, focusing in on Sunday, but I'm going to give the edge to the Chiefs because a little bit more diversity, both in terms of the backfield with Damian Williams, a very effective pass catcher, and of course this guy right here, Travis Kelce, arguably the best tight end in football right now. Mecole Hardman, plenty of speed. If they get Tyreek Hill back, and it seems like there's a chance he could play on Sunday, obviously he's the best wide receiver to have on the roster. Does not look like they'll have Sammy Watkins on Sunday. Again, DeAndre Hopkins and Will Fuller, that's no slouch of a duo there, but not as much production from the tight end spot. Gives you the edge to Kansas City.
Damian, on to the running backs.
I'm going to go with the Chiefs running backs in this particular situation because I trust Andy Reid put these guys in a situation where they're one-on-one with a lot of people, and that's where they can hurt you, particularly in the passing game. So I'm going to give the edge to the Kansas City Chiefs in this situation.
Field, you've got defense.
I've got defense, and no surprise here. Shizzy, I'm going to go with the Houston Texans, and plenty of focus, as always, on J.J. Watt, who remains an effective player and has his dominant moments. But I don't want to let this go unsaid. J.J. Watt is great. He's got a fellow defensive lineman that not many people are paying attention to that is also great. DJ Reader, a defensive lineman for the Houston Texans, has a chance to be a guy that makes a bunch of money that nobody is talking about. But J.J. Watt is sort of the straw that stirs the drink. This defensive line should be able to get pressure on Patrick Mahomes, who himself is not only gimpy, but the offensive line for the Chiefs, as Adam reported earlier on this week, they signed Stefan Wisniewski off the street. They are banged up along that offensive line.
So, Damian, new defensive coordinator for the Chiefs this season, and Steve Spagnuolo. How do you think they've looked so far? Have you seen an improvement?
I think they're still a work in progress. We see what Tyrann Mathieu brings. He's very versatile. He's always around the football. But if the Chiefs are going to win, they're going to have to win on offense because this Chiefs defense still has a lot of hope. Chris Jones, the defense banged up. I don't think he's going to play in this game. He's a guy that has that interior pass rush. If he's not in there, boy, it could be the floodgates could open on this Chiefs defense.
Need to be able to stop the run.
They have over 6 yards per carry allowed. I might be able to rush for like 7 yards on 10 carries if I play the Chiefs? Probably.
Or not. Unless you had Mahomes' ankles, and then maybe,
We can work some sort of trade out here.